welcome back to Brews and Books. I'm your host Camille, and today I have my 2020 reading stats. So let's get straight into the beer. So today I have it's an IPA. It's a really good IPA. And let me preface, I am, my fiance's dog is here, so she just might bark a little bit as she sees passerbyers go. She also might just make random noises from time to time, so just be prepared. So the beer that I have today is from TUPPS Brewing. It is, I do believe, somewhere in Dallas, in the Dallas area. Could be wrong. Let's check. In McKinney, which is a little bit above Dallas, but not too much. So this one is called R.I.P 2020. So it's got a couple of like different things like that represent 2020 as a whole. So here we are. It is a double dry hopped IPA, and it has a ton of different, they use a ton of different hops, which is great. And you can definitely tell when you drink this, it has a lot of flavor. Yes, so this is 6.6 ALC, and it's pretty tasty. So I have a Koozie today because I don't want to deal with a glass. Plus, I've purchased a lot more books that actually need to go on my bookshelf. I just haven't put them on there. So I'm running out of book space. And of course I have my like Funkos up there. I've got Patrick down here. I've got SpongeBob and Patrick up here too. So I've got a lot of stuff on my bookshelf, and trying to get a glass or something like that just seems really no fun. So let's give the beer a try. I mean, I've technically already tried it, but I'm trying it for you all because you are the most important. Cheers. That is good. So definitely can tell that it's hopped, dry hopped. And if I recall correctly, and based on what I've tasted before, dry hopped just means there's a specific way, or it could be some hops are a little bit drier than some. I mean, it's all greenery, but in terms of flavor palette of the hops tend to be a little drier in taste. So if you were to drink a wine, for example, there's some wines that are dry and then some that aren't so dry. So hopefully I'm understanding it correctly, it's the same concept about certain grapes are drier than other grapes. So some hops are drier than the other hops. But this one's really good. It definitely has that the malty taste to it and the malty texture, so it's a little bit milkier, and I really like that in an IPA. Just melds well. So there we go. Let's get right into my 2020 stats. So my goal for 2020 was to read 50 books, and I overdid that number. I did about 52 books. I think I did 54 books technically, but I did not include the books that I read that were part of, I was kind of looking into a lot more herbalism and making my own like skincare and hair products. So I did not include those books. So total I read 52 books. So that is 104% of my goal. So that's what we like to see. I'm looking at my iPad. So if you're wondering if I look down, that's why. So let's look at my totals. So the amount of pages I read is 907, or I'm sorry. I read a total of 9,792 pages, which is super exciting because though I read 52 books, I feel as if I've read less words than that. I don't know why, but that's a lot of words. I'm curious as to how much the average person, like the amount of words the average person speaks every single day. That'd be really cool to know. I'm interested. Someone please do that. So really cool. So one thing about this, and the spreadsheet that I'm using is the Hardback Hoarders spreadsheet that she lovely put together. She made it originally, or I guess she updated it this year for 2021. So, but I was like, I need to use this for my 2020 stats. And so that is what I'm using. So I want to preface that a lot of books that I read on audio. I borrowed through my library this way. So I read a total of 6 audiobooks. Oh no, I think some of this is wrong, but we're just gonna go with it. I read 9 ebooks and I read 36 physical copies. Mind you, some of those physical copies that I have the physical copy, and I either read it or I also listened to it on audiobook, etc. Okay, so like I said, 6 audiobooks, 9 ebooks, 36 physical copies. So let's get right into the months of it all. So in the month of January, I read 4 books. February 7, March 12, April 2, May 3, June 1, July 7, August 0, September 3, October 3, November 3, and December a hot 6. So my best reading month was March, and my least best month was August. March, I had a lot of comic books that I was reading, I do believe, and that's why that is such a high number. And July, I do believe the pop culture readathon was going on. So no, I take that back, because wasn't that around October? I cannot remember. This is really bad, but July was a pretty good month. August was my terrible month because my dog passed away, and I do believe the end of July. And so August, I was like, no, not at all. So that was a really tough month for me, so it's okay. And I kind of steadied September, October, November, and said December, we've got to get it together. We've got to reach, I really wanted to reach 50 because I have the capabilities to read 50 books in a year. That's really not the most difficult for me, but I did have a lot going on in the month of 2020. So we'll see what I do this year. I'm excited. So, okay, if this wants, oh no, why is this? I'm looking at the whole doc and it just decided to not love me for a hot second there. So our next category is books that I've read from. So I borrowed 9, and those are a lot of the comic books that I borrowed that were not mine. That's what borrowed means. I borrowed 9 books. Most of those were graphic novels or comic books. 3 books were gifted to me. And I read 15 books through Overdrive through my library. And I owned 24 of my books. So, neato stuff. Neato stuff. So in terms of the ratings that I gave everything in here, I had 17 5-stars, 21 4-stars, 11 3-stars, 1 2-star, and 1 1-star. In terms of genres I read 1 anthology, 2 contemporary, 2 fantasies, 33 comics and graphic novels, 1 historical, 5 horror, 2 mysteries, and 2 nonfictions. Did I really read 2 nonfictions this year? That might be wrong, because I don't recall reading any nonfiction, because I'm not huge. those nonfictions actually might be the books that I read for, what's it called? For like herbalism and stuff like that, because technically that is nonfiction. I could have put it in other, but here we are. Next, I read 2 sci-fis and then 1 thriller. Lovey. We love to say it. 2021, I do believe I put it in my 2021 update for my channel as well as goals, but basically I want to read a total of 55 books, I do believe I put on there. We'll see, I can't remember, but I really want to read 55 books. If you like this video, please give it a likes, a thumbs up, likes. What is that? It's a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this from moi, hit that subscribe button. And as well, please chat me up in the comment section. I'm doing a lot better about getting my comments reached out to and answered in a timely fashion this year, because last year I did terrible at it. What can we expect from last year? It was just rough. It just really took us for a ride. So comment down below. Tell me what you're looking forward to for this weekend. Tell me, what are you reading? Tell me, just tell me something. It could be something as simple as a word that you find desirable currently. It could be anything. But as always, cheers to beer. Cheers to books. Bye, y'all.